Can you like not get in my camera, please? Can you just like not?
You're in my light.
You're like covering my entire frame.
Hello, hi.
What's up?
Okay, this is Lance Lim. Lance is also a very, very talented actor.
Oh, thank you.
And singer.
Oh, thank you.
And what else do you do?
I tend to be a normal teenager time to time.
Lance actually played my son in a movie.
There's gonna be a clip right here, right in between my fingers.
No, it's not. It's gonna cover the whole screen.
No!
It was my first time having a son in a movie.
Yeah.
I was a young mom.
You were a young mom.
Was I a good mom?
You were a good mom. You were a very good mom. I remember the very first time I met her, we were at a hotel. And
That sounds so funny.
It was, yeah.
I think it was like after the casting, they were
Right.
all meeting there for like a dinner. A table read. They rent out a conference room.
That sounded really weird. I met her at
he
a
was
hotel
11
when I was
or 10.
11 years old. Basically, there's like a window. This is getting even more weird the more I describe it. There's like a window. And there's like covers. And I was hiding there because I wanted to see who my mom was. And she comes in and I hear her voice and I'm like, oh, who is this? And she like rips open the curtains and she's like, who are you? And I was like, I don't know, who are you? And then that's how we started. That's my very first memory ever.
It's so funny because for me, it was like I'm walking into the room and then I'm like, oh, where's the kid playing my son? And they're like, he's hiding in the curtain. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, hi, are you gonna be my son? It's funny how you remember it as like,
she like ripped open the curtain.
Perspective. So I've known Lance for 5 years.
How'd you guys like keep in touch and all that?
We've always kind of kept in touch. I mean,
Yeah, he's like, he played my son, but he's more like my little brother. Oh, and I remember when Lance was this big.
she's very busy though. Always like in Chicago or you're like in Boston. Like I never get like time to really see her.
Hold on. Right now he's on a
she's
show,
like-
and so
she's
he's
like
working
all
every single
over the
day.
world.
We hang out more when we're both unemployed. But he's on a show right now, so he's not unemployed.
What show are you on?
I'm on a show called School of Rock. It's
Right
on
here,
Nickelodeon.
School of Rock.
Nickelodeon. Have you ever seen like the School of Rock movie with Jack Black in it? That's it's based off of that film. Pretty cool. I play Zach. He's the lead guitarist of the band.
Oh my god.
Pretty excited.
Yeah.
He's the lead man.
That's awesome.
Asian Americans.
Asian Americans represent, yo. Represent, yo.
No, that's huge. How do you feel about being a lead and you're like Asian Americans?
It's definitely really like riveting. I mean, every time I think about it, like I never really think about like myself as being like an Asian American actor, just because I've never really been categorized as that, but I don't really feel like it, which is really great. It's really good. I mean, thinking about like how I'm representing my other Asian Americans and doing something I love and being able to spread like, you know, my passion towards others and stuff. So I think it's really cool.
So Lance has been acting for 8 years. Wow,
Pretty long
almost
time.
as long as me.
Really?
Yeah, you old.
Wait, so then how do you think the industry changed from 8 years ago, 10 years ago, even 5 years ago?
I mean, I think right now is such a good time for young actors, especially people of color. For Lance, I feel like that's why he has opportunities to be a lead and those sorts of things, just because the whole industry is changing in that sense of they're just being more open. Because your show is pretty diverse too.
Yeah, it is. It is really diverse. Yeah. And I'm glad I'm not playing like the stereotypical Asian role
Yeah,
that's
he plays
categorized. I
a
played a
cool
guitar
guy.
instead of the piano, which is originally what the Asian guy played. Times are changing, which is good.
Do you feel like you get to change the stereotype of Asian males?
I hope so. I mean, I'm hoping I can when I'm older too. You know, like play like a sexy, just like ripped Asian guy that's just like running through the forest and like grabs a girl. Like,
Okay, calm down, your mom's right there.
I think I've been pretty blessed with like booking roles that aren't like very stereotypically like seen. Like, I mean, I played like my very first series regular was a show called Growing Up Fisher on NBC.
Oh yeah, that was so good.
And I didn't really play like a nerdy character. I played like actually like the cool guy who like helped my friend get a girl. And I've always never really been stuck to those roles, which I'm really glad. I don't think I want to be stuck to those roles, so I'm gonna keep continuing breaking stereotypes, yo. Maybe one day you'll see me in freaking Maze Runner 9 and then and I'm like Dylan O'Brien's role, you never know.
So you guys have known each other for like a handful of years now. What's a good memory? What's a funny memory that you have of each other?
I have so many good memories. I'm trying to think.
Oh no.
I think one of my favorite memories I said to her, like when we first were working on Mandevilla and we were on set, and I think we were eating lunch or something, and she was like, I don't know, I just remember her just scarfing down food, and she was just like eating and eating and eating, and I was just like, wow. I was like, you know, you look like an angel, but you eat like a truck driver. And everyone around me just like looked at me and just started laughing. And I didn't know like that was such a good, like I didn't really think about what I was saying at the time. And you were like, I don't know how to take that. You were like, oh.
No, not much has changed.
I remember that because I remember like literally just eating, like, yeah, I'm so hungry, and then like I like looked up and then he said that and I was like, I don't know if I'm more impressed that this little tiny boy called me an angel and then said I looked like a truck driver, or that I should be embarrassed. Like I wasn't sure if I was embarrassed or if I was like, okay. My memories of Lance is just always being like, he's just like this tiny little boy and he was so well-spoken and smart and confident, and he just loved being on stage. I remember one of the first times I saw him performing on stage, he was like tiny and he was just singing and belting it out, and I was just like, wow. I knew you were gonna be a star.
Wow.
Star.
Thanks.
Wow.
I always just remembered her as like an older sister. I mean, she played my mom, but I never really thought of her. She was always like my older sister, and I've always thought of her like that. So.
What's the best advice she's ever given you?
She gives some good advice, guys. You don't know this? Like every time I see her, it's a new wise saying.
I paid to say that.
I think last time she was like, if you love what you do, like don't stop doing it. And I think it was like this topic about like my career and stuff. No, it's just like good talks like that just like, make me want to do Maze Runner 9. So it's just like.
It's so exciting to see Lance's career because I feel like for you, it's all kind of like worked out really well. You did a couple films, you worked on Growing Up Fisher, and then your show now. You just did a movie. You did Independence Day.
Yeah. I feel like I've been very fortunate. It was really fun. It was really different because I've never been working on a stage that was like that big. Like I knew like it's a big production, but like I didn't expect the stage to be like that big. And we had to look at this like tiny little blue dot as an alien. And you're like, be terrified. And like we had to look at this blue dot and like, ah. And it's just funny like when we see it like actually like all come together and like working out. So
Give me your most terrified face. Wow,
This
you
is
guys
so bad.
look really.
Wait, that's really bad. Hold on.
Here's the blue dot.
It is so bad. I can't.
Lance, in your acting career, what's a big struggle that you come to face a lot?
I have so many struggles internally that I go through every audition and stuff, but I think the main one is probably, I don't know, I always get scared. I don't know why, that's always the thing with me. Whenever I go for anything, I always get scared. Every time I handle a role or if I think about like how it's gonna turn out, I really get like frightened. I get anxiety, stuff like that. So I have to kind of calm myself down and center myself. But the main thing I think is like if I do my best, then that's what matters and stuff. So
True.
that's what my biggest struggle.
No, I mean that's normal. I feel like even last week with Justin, we were talking about that. Fear and anxiety is so normal.
Yeah.
I don't really feel scared anymore because now I feel like I just try to have fun with auditions. But I think the fear is normal. I'm terrified of performing still.
Oh yeah.
And I'm so scared of singing. Oh my god,
She's
I'm
such a
just so
performer.
nervous. Like my stomach turns and I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I can't eat. I get like dizzy and nauseous and my
Wow.
face gets really red. And sometimes I finish and I'm like, did I mess up?
You black out.
Yeah, I don't remember anything. Do you get nervous on set?
No, actually. I don't
Really?
No. When I'm on
See,
set, it's fine.
I don't get nervous with auditions as much, but I get nervous on set.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Because
Yeah,
that's
why?
like the real thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I feel like I want to do that perfect. But I know it doesn't matter.
My mindset is like, if I got it and I'm going to go there and I'm going to do what I did, so then I like lose all tension and I just kind of.
What is something you struggle with on set? What's so scary about it? Ooh.
For myself, I think something that really frustrates me on set, which always happens, is I always like my performance better when coverage isn't on me.
Oh, that's so funny.
That always happens to me. Basically what that means is usually when they film a scene, there might be like a 2-shot, like a medium, and then there's like a single coverage, which would be like over his shoulder onto my face. So whenever it's on my coverage, I feel like my take is terrible. And then when they turn the camera around, it's only on the other person. I feel like that's my best take. And I'm like, but I hear it happens to like every actor. What about you?
Whenever we rehearse, I do my best, which is very strange. And they never, and sometimes I'll roll on rehearsals just because like we know that we got it and stuff. But I always do like the best in rehearsals, and I'm just like, why can't I do this when the actual thing is rolling? And so that's kind of frustrating.
Pressure.
It's the pressure. Do you think you get more nervous when you perform with like music and stuff, or do you think you get more nervous when you do like anything with acting, like theatrical things?
100% more nervous with music.
Oh yeah,
What about you?
I would say music too.
Yeah. I think to me, music is more vulnerable and more exposing. Whereas like acting, it's more.
I guess acting could be exposing too. Though,
It
right?
is, but you're telling a story of a character that you are playing versus when you're singing, you're you. So my vocal coach always tells me I have to create like an alter ego and then step on stage and be her.
Both of you guys have experience in music, so what do you think translates from the music industry to the acting industry?
This is what I heard from my acting coach, which is living truthfully under imaginary circumstances, which is basically meaning when you embody a character, you have to live through it yourself. So I feel like with music, when you're singing and you're feeling all these emotions inside of you, that helps me, I guess, have that motor to do that in acting as well, and it helps me translate it.
I think I agree. I think always being in the moment definitely crosses over in acting and music. And I think a lot of times I'm more comfortable acting than singing. When I sing, I always try to implement things that I've learned in acting and what I've sort of been coached, which is like making sure that every word, every sentence is kind of purposeful. And I don't know, I'm not an expert in either, so to be honest, I have no idea.
What? You're such an expert.
You've been acting for 10 years. I don't know what qualifies as an expert after that.
Right.
I don't know. Never. Ooh, okay, I have a good one. What is your dream role?
I say this every time that people get so freaked out for some reason. I want to be a serial killer so bad.
Wait, me too.
Are you kidding me?
So bad.
So badly.
So cool.
And I want to do it when I'm a kid too. Like I want to do it when I'm still a teenager. Like I don't fucking know.
We have to do ASMR, okay? Because now we're gonna be judged.
I just want to be like a kid who's like a psychotic, like little child, and he just runs around just like slicing everyone's throats, and he's just like bleeding, and it's just like the most goriest film possible with me being the killer.
Okay, so mine's a little different. Mine, I want to be like taking revenge.
Ooh.
I want to be like a vengeance. Like I'm going after something. So like the purpose would be good, but it's like bad. But maybe killing bad people.
Like Dexter.
Yes. I want to be like Dexter.
That's cool.
I also want to be James Bond.
Oh,
Jessica Bond.
Jessica Bond. I wish I
James
could be
Bond.
a werewolf.
Yeah, that's fun.
When she got Teen Wolf, I was like, that was like my favorite show of all time for like a while. And then she told me that she loved it, and I was like, there's no freaking way.
Remember, you got to
I came to set. I don't know if you guys could get the picture with me and Dylan O'Brien. It's like,
You got to meet the cast. They were really nice to you,
they were
right?
nice to me. It was a really fun time. What is your opinion on Asian Americans? I see you on social media a lot talking about it, and how you're a very big advocate on Asian Americans and their support on the acting industry. But I want to hear you just for me, just for you talking.
I wish I was 15 right now.
Really?
Yeah, I think I could have a really exciting career being 15 right now. So I feel like when I see young Asian Americans in the industry, I get really excited because I feel like this is the perfect time where you get roles that are three-dimensional, that have backstory, that have context and relationships. It's very rare that I see roles that I read and I say, oh my gosh, what a really cool character. And there's not a lot of things that excite me. And I'm starting to read a lot now where I'm like, oh, this is perfect for so-and-so. I'll read something, I'll think of you and be like, this is perfect for Lance. Because I'll see that it's like a 15, 16-year-old kid. I think like I'm at that point in my career where I can't keep playing teenager, and I don't really want to either. So I think for me, I'm really excited seeing the change, but then there's like a part of me that's a little sad because I feel like I missed it.
Yeah.
But that's like, I mean, I can't help it. I'm just a little older. Yeah, I mean, I think for me overall, I feel like I do see progress and I see better characters coming out, especially seeing your career, seeing the changes. It makes me excited. It gives me hope. But there's still a long way to go.
So you have a long way to, yes, I agree with that. So do you think like with the new shows like Fresh Off the Boat and like Dr. Ken and all these new Asian American shows that are coming out, like do you think that they're doing like good for us? I mean, because they're kind of like stereotypical roles if you think about it too, though, right?
I mean, for me though, like even your episodes on Fresh Off the Boat, I thought they were great. You got to play such a cool character. You got to play like this character that like, you know, embodied just like this type of music, and that was sort of who you were. And then after heartbreak, you changed. So like your character experienced love and heartbreak and pain, and then your whole personality changed. We get to see those stories. I love that there's Fresh Off the Boat and Dr. Ken and like Master of None, but that's not enough. I think for me, we just need like 7 of those shows because it's just one family. That's one example, 2 examples. That doesn't embody all Asian Americans, and it's not every Asian American family. But yeah, I mean, I would 100% say that it's going in the right direction.
Wise words with Arden Show.
What's coming up on the timeline for you, Lance?
Well, next year, 2018, I'm coming out in a new animated film called Duck Duck Goose. It's gonna be really exciting. It's starring with Zendaya and Jim Gaffigan. It's my very first animated film, so I'm super excited. And I play one of the 2 main ducklings, so it's gonna be exciting. Represent.
You guys should definitely follow Lance's career. I cannot wait to see what he's gonna do. He's gonna do big things. He is doing big things, and he's gonna do even bigger things. Can't wait.
All right.
Get it. Get it.
Get it.
It's been fun. We'll see you guys
Next time on Arden Talks, episode 3.
Why is so much glitter on you? Are you dating somebody? He had a girlfriend for the first time last year. I was like, don't.
And that was a good episode of Arden Talks. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.